Welcome back to the Yard Dad. Got a couple different things we'll be doing today. I'm gonna be mowing the backyard, then we're gonna trim it up. Well, I'll probably trim it up first, then we'll mow, and then I'm gonna walk around and find all the bald, bumpy, dead spots where the dog's gone, any of that type of stuff. I'm gonna find all those spots, and then I'm gonna take the Rollaerator, the manual aerator. I'm also gonna take my pitchfork, and what we're gonna do is, in some of the spots that I fix, I'm gonna just throw a soil mix together, throw some seed in the soil mix. I'm going to take that and poke holes and then use the Rollaerator on some of them as well. And then we'll put the seed and then cover it with the mix. But basically what I'm doing is I'm just going to be testing out some different spots that are always usually there because of the dog. Also my son, he always like rips stuff up and plays with stuff in the area that we'll be doing this. So kind of a good area on his spot, and then where the dog spots are to be testing stuff, because it'll probably get messed up again anyways. But in the meantime, at least we can see, are the bigger holes with the cores coming out, is that making things better when it comes to seeding? Or is it the pitchfork where you're just poking some holes real quick that are a lot smaller and there isn't really cores coming out, but we're still getting seed down into the soil? So that's just what I'm testing out, and then we'll follow up with it later on, of course. Let me show you what we'll be using. I've got the Rollaerator right here. I'll go ahead and take that out, and I got the pitchfork out there, and then of course we'll just be using the mower, a string trimmer, and yeah, that should be just some soil. These are the soils that I'll be using. I have another bag of this all natural soil for lawn sodden seed, just this topper. I have the Sta-Green one with a very small amount of fertilizer, and then I still have 2 bags of this steer manure blend, which is just topsoil and compost and a little bit of manure mixed in. So I'll probably just be going with this topper or the Sta-Green. Sta-Green's already open too. So we'll just be using that as our soil mix. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna go, first things first, I'm gonna show you the front here real quick, do like a quick update. So, as you can see, looking quite fantastic on this side, looking awesome. And then in the front, we're looking like this, looking fantastic. So awesome. The sidewalk strips have totally filled in. I'm gonna show you down here. And a lot of dogs end up going down here, big time going down here, but looking awesome. There's some cores. And then also sidewalk strip over here, same thing, looking awesome. I mean, you remember all this was dead on that sidewalk strip. But yeah, looks way better. You can definitely tell that the seed's coming in. Oh, and I had something to show you. So expect in the next couple of videos that I post, I've got some stuff to show you. So my next video I'll be doing after this one, I got this smart sprinkler controller sent to me. This thing looks pretty awesome. So I have a Hunter one currently. It's got a Wi-Fi thing that you slide into it. Honestly, it works like half the time. So it's really not the best thing in the world to as a controller. I've used better controllers, but this one, it looks like you just go through the app. It's connected to weather stations and all that type of stuff. So I'll totally be installing it, unboxing it and all that stuff, removing the old sprinkler controller. We'll put this one on, we'll set it up in the app and everything. And then I'll show you my watering schedule. Pretty cool. And then underneath that right there, that is this. That's the lawn striper. So you could put, I guess you fill it with sand, and then yeah, it helps roll out some stripes for you. And I've seen some pretty cool videos on this. And then this box, this is just the cover case for this. So for the sprinkler controller. So got those coming up, doing the lawn striper video, and then we'll be doing the sprinkler controller will be the next video up. And then also I started some seeds inside. Basically I did like tomatoes, strawberries, I did some bush beans and a few other ones. I can't remember all of them right now. The seeds all took, and now I've transferred them out here. So I'll also be adding this in a little bit. This thing's pretty cool. It's my vertical grower. If you've ever seen one of these before, let me know in the comments below, but you just fill the tank down here, you put in some nutrients. I use this organic one that came with it, and it's real good stuff. It's from the Netherlands. This thing, like legitimately, I've gotten jalapenos, bell peppers, everything you can name it. Like the jalapenos are bigger than the ones that I get the grocery store off this thing. So they're legit, and you just fill it with water. And then of course you just have a timer here on the wall. You plug in your 2 lights and bam, and you just follow a light cycle. I think this thing turns off for 5 or 6 hours, and then it waters it every hour. It just waters it, shoots the water up, it comes down, and they legit work. Like, I've never run into any problems with them, ever. The only thing you got to be careful of is roots growing up and then blocking and then water getting everywhere. But as long as you keep trimming the roots and pulling them out like weekly once they get bigger, then you don't have that problem. And then you can replant them too if you want. You just plant them outside, whatever. But really good piece of equipment, vertical. And I think the company on that one's called Just Vertical. So everything's looking good. We'll definitely be using that lawn striper on the front here in probably a few days. I think we might be good to do a cut on it. So we'll see. Yeah, we got a couple things going. Let me get the trimming and everything, and then we'll do our test areas. Now, we'll probably be able to find quite a few of them after I get done mowing, because it's been a long time. So let's go. Let's go. I forgot to show you the back. Look how thick this grass is grown in. And then I'll show you the spots, and then you'll see, like, here's some, there's one. But yeah, we're gonna hit some with the Rollaerator. There's one, and then with the pitchfork. And then, like I was saying, we're just gonna monitor that, and yeah, and then that way we'll kind of know what we're dealing with. And then I'm gonna show you, where is it? So right here, so this is bluegrass. This is Kentucky bluegrass mixed with perennial ryegrass right here for most of it. And very dark, very nice fireball hat trick. And then if you just wanna see perennial ryegrass by itself, I mean, I'm standing on it. This is the perennial ryegrass by itself. So much more clumpy, to me almost mossy like, and soft. Super nice though. If you're just trying to fill a patch in your lawn like what we're working on, this is great for filling in. You know, I don't think you would want this as totally as your lawn. And you can see that fine line right here where it changes. And it's mixed, it's a mixture. Kentucky bluegrass, it spreads by runners. This is just clumpy, grows in clumps. So you want something that's gonna do both. And then here's another section. This is where that raised planter was. And I just haven't cut it. And you can see the difference. There's the perennial rye, and then there's the mix. And then there's the dog. Let's go ahead and string trim first, and then mow, and then we'll aerate in those spots. And then we'll figure out which one seeds the fastest or does the best, or are they gonna do the same? Who knows? One gets rid of the cores, the other does not. So, and one's got bigger holes, the other does not. So we're gonna actually see, we'll see what's up with that. We got that mowed and trimmed up and everything. And then I'll show you all the spots that I was talking about. You can see them now. Look how great this looks. This is looking awesome. Look at that. So usually his spots are always right here because I let him out at night. I don't get a chance to take him out front, walk him around, but he always goes like right here. These are pretty filled in now and right here. So last season, this was his spot. This season, he likes to be going right in this vicinity, like I was telling you. You can almost now not even tell that that raised bed was there. I mean, this stuff is so pretty, this perennial rye, the fireball. I think this was the fireball one that I put down here. Look at that. I mean, that is like, almost looks fake. It feels so nice. But yeah, I mean, that's totally blended in. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come up to these little areas and I'm just gonna hit it with that little cultivator, the manual one I have, the hand one. And I'm just gonna kind of scrape back, put the perennial rye down after we poke the holes. So the first one we'll do the aerator, the rollerator on this one. We'll work our way over and we'll hit this one. We'll get this one with the pitchfork. I mean, we've got a couple of them. So we'll remember first one's rollerator and then this one is pitchfork. So if anything gets messed up, I'll make sure to keep everyone away from these two, at least. And then we'll put the soil on top and we're gonna get a bunch of these. But yeah, looking great. All right, I got everything fixed, everything how I want it. Check it out back here. Great, right? Looking awesome. I fixed all the spots. Everything's fixed. And basically what I did, I gotta put some soil on that one. But here's the cores. So this one on the outside, I used the Rollaerator. Can't say that right now. Rollaerator, the Amick Rollaerator. And then this right here, same thing. I used it on the outsides. So I'll remember that these are on the outsides. And then everything on the inside here is the pitchfork. And then of course you saw me drag with the hand cultivator first. But everything looks awesome. I think I'll end it on this one. I have something in the garage I need to show you real quick, especially if you want to green up your yard real fast. I'll be putting it on the grass tomorrow probably. But I got something to show you. Saw another couple videos where people were all like, hey, this will green up your yard in 3 hours or whatever. Well, I have the perfect solution for you. If you want to do that, recommend you get yourself a big, huge thing of iron. Now, I'll put a link in the description for this. And this has got a little bit of micronutrients in it as well. What do we got on here? I can barely read that, but at 1200, the nitrogen's 12%, your iron is 6, and then there's manganese, zinc, magnesium, you know, your some of your micronutrients. But this stuff right here, extremely cheap, straight up iron. You put that on your yard, this, mix it with a little sea kelp. If you can get some sea kelp, they usually have them. You should be able to find sea kelp pretty easily, but you just mix those two, and that's gonna be like any of those products that are super expensive, and that'll last me a long time, just for this property. But if you're looking for a cheaper solution to greening up your yard too, and you have acreage, get that. Straight iron, a little bit of micronutrients, a little bit of nitrogen. But that stuff really, it'll green up your yard quite well. And it does it very quickly and fast too. But yeah, that's it for this one. I'm gonna go ahead and get to working on the next project, which will be that sprinkler controller. And then of course, we'll be doing the lawn striper. If you've got any questions or anything like that, feel free to contact me. Hit me up on the messages, email, whatever, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I'll see you tomorrow. See you on the next one. Thanks for watching.